Yes, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey guys. So hopefully this will work on camera. I don't know if it's going to or not. Well, give it a try. There used to be a television show back, I want to say the 90s, called Seinfeld. Pretty popular show. Most of you people over 30 probably heard of it. In that show, there was a character named George. And he was kind of the, I don't know, the comic relief. One of the comic relief guys. It was a show about a bunch of funny people. But George had this idea one summer that everything he'd done basically in his life was wrong. And from that point on, he was going to do the opposite of like what his gut told him to do the opposite of what his instincts told him to do. And so he started like calling himself Opposite George. Well, I'm doing a little bit of the same kind of thing. I'm not saying everything I've done in my life is wrong or whatever. I'm specifically talking about pool right now. I continue to be pretty disappointed in my bank pool performance against Tony at Derby City, missing the easy shot. And I just got to thinking, okay, what can I do about that? What can I do to work on whatever the problem was? And nothing was really coming to me besides just, well, just keep practicing, Dave. I've been practicing. What I've been doing hasn't been working. I haven't been practicing the right things, apparently. I was having a conversation with a very helpful young lady, and I was asked, well, what if what's really happening is you're feeling the pressure of playing such a top player in such an important to you tournament? And my response, well, I don't feel pressure. And she said, that's not what I asked. What if the pressure is affecting me even though I don't feel it? If that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah, okay, let's give that a try, because it makes perfect sense that I could have, a little bit of nervous pressure happening. Am I screwed up here? Yeah, I'm screwed up here. I still feel like I'm missing a ball, though. You know why I feel like I'm missing a ball? Because I'm missing a couple balls. I've been doing this every day since we had this conversation. Right? Yeah, like a week. Okay, where's the damn balls at? All the way down here last place I looked. What I've decided to do is I'm starting every session. Usually my practice involves like a very early in the morning when I first get up, and then later at night. This is almost 8 p.m. right now. What I've decided to do is I'm going to take this drill to start out. And notice I just called it a drill, not an exercise. I talked about this in one of my earlier videos. The difference is, in exercise, if I miss, I can just put it back and shoot it again. A drill, I've got to get through these. So I've got, a new routine for my practice. How my pool playing is, I got to make these in order, in a row, without missing. If I screw up, when I screw up, I start over. And it's not to practice making these shots. get to take ball in hand on every one. It's to practice getting that pressure and dealing with that pressure, and not just ignoring it or pretending it doesn't exist. Right now, I'm pretending it absolutely does exist, and I'm really kind of starting to believe that it is. When I shoot this and screw it up and have to start over, it's usually like ball 10 or later. Because I'm not screwing up the very beginning nearly as often as I'm screwed up when I get to ball 12 or 13 or 14. And I think it's probably some kind of pressure. Oh man, I'm really close to finishing. And even though I don't feel like there's pressure, it's affecting me. That's my current theory anyway. So some nights and some mornings I'll come down here and I'll do this first time. And then I have another one that I have to deal with. I'll get to that. Sometimes this will take me 3 or 4 tries. Hell, I think when I first started, I had 6 tries, maybe, something like that, before I got it. So I just give myself on hand. Not trying to do anything with the G-ball. Just trying to basically cinch the ball. And this is not about making the ball. That's like a secondary benefit, I guess. This is about, don't get too relaxed because they're easy shots. Continue to take every shot seriously. And when that pressure shows up, deal with it. Don't just ignore it, pretend it's not there. Because I really think it is there. I really think it's there, even though I haven't ever really recognized it. Well, I don't want to say ever. I haven't recognized it in several years. I've been like, oh, I don't feel pressure. That's one of the nice things about being me, I guess. Well, maybe I need a little bit more self-awareness. So there's a miss. We're going to do this. Yeah, we are. We're going to do this. Why did I miss that 5? Because it was such a hard shot? No. I'm going to blame you guys on that. Could be wrong. I don't think there was any pressure, felt or unfelt in that case. I think I just got lazy. Probably because I was talking to you guys. I got these all lined up in order. Not on purpose. They're random. Kind of embarrassing though. I don't like doing any kind of drills or exercise where I'm just like sidestepping. It seems like that's a very good way to get lazy on the shot. I'm giving myself ball in hand on these shots. They're all very close to straight in, but I'm not making sure they're perfectly straight in. They're just all close. So I'm halfway through now, and that pressure, now that I'm starting to learn to recognize it, it starts to creep in a little bit. And I'm like, well, hell, I made it halfway. All I got to do is, duplicate that task, and then I'll be done. Even when I'm not talking to the camera when I'm doing this, I'm stopping a lot. I'm stopping a lot because I want to give, if there's any pressure that's building, any tenseness that's building, I want to give it a chance to do so. This is practice time. I want to make practice harder than playtime. I don't get playtime until I finish this and the next one. That's just the way the way it works. So sometimes I'll get up and I'll walk around the table. Tra la 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 la. It basically gets to the point where I feel like the pressure I have on this 8, the tension I have trying to make me miss this 8, like they're at their maximum. And when I feel like that's the case, that's when I shoot the damn 8. And I almost missed it. This is not about, as I've already said, this is not about making the shots. This is about feeling the pressure. Even if I don't feel it, I can feel its effects when I miss a shot. So basically letting it try to make me miss. And then I'm saying, no, not going to happen. And sometimes that even works. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Now, I'm really starting to feel it right now. The pressure that I get from this drill is how long it takes to do it again if I have to start over, and the fact that I can get lazy because they are all easy shots. I could, hell, I've made 11 of the damn things. They're easy, and then boing, miss, and then I got to start all over again. My discipline's really good at making myself start over again. I don't get to have fun playing pool tonight until this is done and the next one is done. So far, I haven't broken that pledge to myself. So far. More and more and more, it's there, it's there, it's there. Whereas in the past, maybe I would have just shot the balls quickly. I never felt the pressure. Maybe I would have just started to shoot them quickly. But then I'd still miss one of these final shots. So I'm really believing that, yeah, even if I don't feel the pressure, it is still there and it's still affecting me. Okay, so there's that. Now I always do one more thing, and I may not make you guys suffer through this because sometimes I don't go through it particularly quickly. This is the exact same concept, but I'm practicing something a little bit different. So 5 and 5 and 4. So what I do is I just throw out 10 balls. And it doesn't matter which one. Put one on the center spot. I put the cue ball right here. I have a dot at this intersection. Talked about this kind of shot before. I like to practice this shot, but I usually practice this shot to practice this shot, to practice getting my alignment and all that. This time I need to make 10 in a row. And while, sure, I do still need to get proper alignment and all that, that's not the point of this. The point of this is to maintain what I had that passes for physical perfection in pool, maintain what I have through 10 shots in a row. When I did this last one, it was more just about treat every shot, take every shot seriously. Don't get impatient. Feel the pressure and all that. This is another feel the pressure, but it's just a different kind of pressure. This one is don't physically break down. So I get on this shot and miss. So depending on how many times I miss it. Sometimes last night I went just straight through this and did miss. And then this time I missed the very first time. Last night I wasn't talking to the camera. Definitely, even right off the bat, I can feel it that I need to be in alignment and I need to be stroking straight. Whereas in the past, I was like, okay, then I'll just shoot it again. It was just an exercise. Now it's a drill. As if I ever get to the point where I kind of feel like I have these two things mastered, then I'll make them tougher. In this case, I'll probably move the object ball up to like here. Maybe move the cue ball back to here. In the other case, I can move the object balls up. Something just to make it a more difficult thing. Both these situations right now are pretty much at my comfort zone. Especially they're at my comfort zone when I start treating them like a drill and I have to start over. Definitely, I'm feeling that pressure. Felt it quite a bit on that 13 just now. Am I stroking straight? Am I stroking straight? Don't want to be so worried about stroking straight that it causes me to tense up and not stroke straight. Trying to trust what I'm doing. Easier said than done sometimes. Ooh. Tried real hard to miss that pin, didn't I? I'm bringing the pressure to me. I want to feel it. This is practice time. I want to feel it. I want to get stressed out and then execute properly anyway. So what I'm not going to do is make you guys watch me go through the whole thing again. But I'm going to go through the whole thing again. Not this one and then the diagonal, but just the diagonals. I'm going to go through them all again. And I'm doing this, like I said, at the beginning of every session. I don't get to have any fun playing until I complete this. And that's what I'm doing to try to get. I'm looking at my timer on my thing here. Yeah. My new camera has a bug in it where it writes a certain amount of data and then it starts writing to a new file. And my other cameras all just did that seamlessly. This one drops a couple frames at the end of the first file. So looks like I'm into the second file now. So it's over like 13 minutes. Right about the 13 minute and 20-second mark, there's going to be like a little blip or something. There's nothing I can do about it until I get another camera. But that's what I'm doing, being opposite George with my pull practice. I used to say, oh, I don't like exercise or I don't like drills. Now I do. I like them for a different reason, though. I like to be able to practice having that pressure and feeling it and dealing with it, not just ignoring it and pretending it's not there. What I'm trying to do, and we'll see if it works. What's the worst that could happen is, and I go 2 and out in Derby Banks. I guess that's about the worst that could happen, and that already did. So, later, guys.